good morning, and happy Funfold Friday, everyone. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Today's Funfold, we are going to be using the entire length of a 12-inch sheet of designer paper. So this is a great card if you need to start using up some of that 12 by 12 stash that you have. It's a really fun card, and of course, it folds, creating a surprise inside layer. So I think you're really going to like this one. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Before we get started, though, I do want to remind you the April card kit by mail is now available. And if you have not seen the emails, I've sent out a couple now. Please let me know. Send me a message. Here we go. If you are interested in getting the new, I'm going to grab the cards real quick. The new April card by mail. So here it is real quick. So it's kind of shiny. There we go. This one and this one and this one and this one. All right. Oh, is that upside down? No, it's not. Okay. In the camera, it looked upside down. But anyways, yeah. So if you're interested in that, just send me a message and I will get the information out to you. All right. What else? Oh, what else? Last week's Funfold. I am so sorry, you guys. I thought I had sent out last week's Funfold. Obviously, it didn't go out because when I went to go create today's email for sending out today's Funfold, I saw it sitting there. So, last week was pretty crazy. Most of y'all know I lost my brother. And first of all, thank you all so much for all the beautiful cards you have sent me. My heart is so full. You all are the best. I love my creative family. Even though I may have met you in person, I feel like I know you just with our chats here on the chat lives. And then some of you I've met at on stage at the different conferences at Stampin' Up. So once again, thank you all so much. You just can't even imagine how much those cards have really lifted my spirit. So thank you. All right. Let's see who we have in the house today. We've got Luana. Hello, sweet friend. Darlene, Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Elaine is on my team, you guys. And if y'all have ever thought about being a part of a really fun group of creators, you should consider joining Stampin' Up because it's a lot more than just Stampin' Up is so much more than just making cards. We are such a creative community. It's amazing. Let's see, who else do we have? We've got Linda and Tina. Hello, Tina. Catherine, Brenda, Teresa, Mary Ellen, Judy, Gail, Marianne, Shannon. Hello, you guys. Y'all are so awesome. Let's get started. Let me switch my camera view down. And there we go. All right. Like I said, we are going to be using 12 by 12, the whole length of the 12 by 12 paper. Now, this is from Serene Love. Wednesday, I made 2 cards using this paper. This paper is an exclusive set of paper that they put out. It doesn't have really a stamp set per se that matches it. However, these are daisies, and I'm going to be using the new You Are Remarkable daisy stamp set that's in the exclusives also. But this paper's on sale. That's why I wanted to point it out. If you have this is non-directional, but if you do have a direction to your designer paper, you want to cut it across the center, okay, this way, so that all your images are up and down like this along the long edge. And so it's 12 inches long. We are going to be cutting it at 5 1/4 because our card, of course, is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Let's see. I want to make sure. Yeah, here we go. And so we're going to cut it at 5 1/4. All right, there we go. And just all the way down. And you can go ahead and cut another one and make 2 cards at the same time, or not. Save that paper for something else. Now, this needs to be scored, okay? And of course, you will get your downloadable PDF that's got the measurements. But for right now, I will just scribble them here. Well, yeah, here we go. Scribble them here on the glass mat. So we are going to be scoring it at 1 inch, at, where's my list? 4 inch, 6 inch, and 8 inch. Okay, so 1, 4, 6, 8. All right. Not 2 4 6 8, but 1 4 6 8. Okay, so let me get this in here. So we're going to go 1, and be careful when you score designer paper. It is not as thick as cardstock, and you could tear it if you press down too hard. Okay, so I kind of do it lightly, but I do it several times. And then at 4. Remember, if you all have a question, to put a question mark in front so I catch it as I scroll through all the comments. Okay, and then at 8. So let me open up my arm here and go to 8. All right. There. Now that we have that scored, we are going to fold it like an accordion, okay? So we're going to go back. Let's see. It's kind of hard to see where my score marks are, if they're even there. Oh gosh, did I even press down a little bit? There we go. It's hard to see on this fancy paper. And get your bone folder out. All right, there we go. And now we're going to go back the other way. All right, there it is. And then come back. And we call this accordion style, where you go back and forth like a fan. And one more. There we go. All right. Now I wanted the daisy part to be the 1 inch. This is the front of the card here. So however you want your designer paper to show, that's where you put it. Okay. And then you take this piece. Okay. And we're going to adhere it to a, oh, I've lost all my pieces. Hold on, people. Okay. Let's put the cutter over there. Let's put that over there. Here we go. All right. So I have a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of cardstock, and we're just going to glue that right on there. All right. Everybody with me? Luana says, will you also be sending? Yes. Yes, Luana. Last week's, I said in the beginning of the video, last week, as you all know, was pretty crazy, losing my brother. And not just that, but having all the family in. Friday night, I had everyone over to the house. And so it just got crazy. I thought I had sent it out, but obviously I did not. So yes, it will be with today's fun fold. You'll get 2 fun folds today. Whew. All righty. There we go. Okay. Pretty cool, huh? I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Let's decorate this baby. I have the hexagon punch here. Okay. And I've punched out 2 of them. So 1 for stamping, and 1, we're going to cut it in half and then have a part of it poke up at the top and the other poke out at the bottom, kind of to give it some definition. I mean, it sticks out pretty good like that, but it'll even stick out better when you put this behind it like that. Okay. So what we're just going to put a little glue there, put a little glue there. Okay, separate it just a little bit. And I'm using glue, so you should be able to wiggle, wiggle it around a little before it seals shut or becomes too sticky. All right, there we go. All right. Okay. Okay. And then now that is just going to go right there. But before, oh, you know what? Ooh, yikes. I forgot to stamp it before I did that. I hope I can still stamp it. If not, we'll have to repunch, but it's going to have that little bit of divot right there. Okay. This stamp set, You Are Remarkable. It has a stamp, Friends Are Flowers in the Garden of Life. You are remarkable in every single way. Sometimes the simplest things mean the most. And I love how they're stacked on top of each other like that. And they fit perfect on this little hexagon. So let's get that. Let's get out the, let's see, let's get out brown instead of, I was going to do green, but I thought, my gosh, there's so much green going on already. Okay. Cross your fingers. Oh, yes. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Using the foam pad, I know helped. All right, now there's another really cute little stamp in this, and this is a little bee with a little twirly twirl. So I'm going to, and we'll just do that. Actually, I want to do that in the black mementos. Yeah, it's a teeny tiny little bee. It isn't that cute. Oh, you can't see it. It's too far away. Let me lift it up so y'all can see it better. Isn't that precious? I just love that little teeny tiny bee. Oh my gosh, so fun. All right. And now this, we're going to pop up on dimensionals, of course. Let's get the dimensionals out. You want to be careful, though, of course, not to get it past the 1-inch fold, or you'll seal your card shut. So we'll just put them right here. Let's see, this side. So closer to this side than that side. Oh, you know what, though? I think I put it too far over. Yeah, because I don't want it on this side. Well, I guess I could, but that's all right. I think we did it okay. Get this one off. Oh, I know how I can do it. So I know that I am. Nope, I'm just trying to make this so difficult for. I'm just making this more difficult than it needs to be. This is about 1 inch across there. So I know that I want that there. I'm just hoping. Oh, good. All right. So just a wee bit of the dimensional showed. Be careful when you put your dimensionals down. It probably would have made a lot more sense to put the dimensionals on the 1-inch flap first and then stuck the thing on there. Oh my gosh, I do. I try to make things way too difficult. All right, now let's make the fun part. You ready to make the fun part? Okay, so first we need to do some coloring. And once again, I'm going to use the brown instead of the black. It's pecan pie. Okay. There we go. But what I love about this stamp set is I don't have to color it. I got the color right here. All right, so we're going to go with olive green for the leaves. Now my daisy, I was going to do white daisies, so I don't even know if I need that. But, oh goodness, can you even see? Ooh. Okay, excuse my head. I want to make sure I line this up correctly. Yeah, all right. There. Okay. I like that you can see through the stamp, but you have to be right on top of it. Cool. Awesome. All right. Even though that was Old Olive and not Mossy Meadow. Yeah, it was Old Olive. It's awfully dark. It'll lighten as it dries. But anyways, it has a center right there. So that can go right there. All right. I'm going to keep it white. So that's all. I put the stamp on there, but I'm not going to use it because I want it to be white. There we go. But I do have to fussy cut it. There are no dies for this one. So as I cut it out, though, I really want to say thank you all again for your beautiful cards. I love looking at them all. They're all sitting out. There's so many of them. And they're personal cards. So I didn't feel right actually sharing them online. I don't mind doing birthday cards and other kind of cards, but the sympathy cards are a little personal. So I just keep them to myself and say thank you. But another thing it's done, though, losing my brother, was my husband and I have I've ordered one of those books that helps you organize all of your papers so that your family doesn't have to figure out where everything is or what's important and stuff. That was the hardest part. It's like, thank goodness my sister could get into my brother's email. We would have been in so much trouble if we couldn't do that. And she was his, not medical power of attorney, but regular power of attorney. She had access to his accounts. So she could take care of all that. Thank goodness. I mean, at least he was smart enough to get that done, before he passed. I mean, you just never know when your last day is going to be. Okay, I'm talking too sad. Let's change the subject to happy daisies. Oh, Easter. Easter's coming up. What are you guys doing for Easter? My daughter told us that she would be sending the information about Easter. We always have Easter at her father-in-law's place. Her father-in-law lives across the street from them. They live out in the country. And we have this huge Easter egg hunt, and everybody brings food, and it's just a really fun time. Yeah. Debbie says, I love fussy cutting. I actually like it too, Debbie. I do too. Watching from Michigan. Hello, Debbie. Debbie is watching from Michigan. She shared it, and she loves fussy cutting. Wow, that is awesome. And thank you for sharing. Like I said, you guys, when y'all share these videos, more people find us so they can join in on the fun. Yeah. Whee. Almost done. Oh, Debbie said, is that the same Debbie? No, that's Rosie. Rosie wants to know what the stamp set is again. Here you go. There's the stamp set. When you're at the stampinup.com at my shop, the best way to find it is to put in the word remarkable, and you'll find it right away. You can put in Daisy. It'll show up with Daisy also. Sometimes the titles are kind of hard to remember. But if you know what the image is, it usually pops up in the search engine. When you're on the phone, I know the things are harder to find. I'm not sure where the search bar is on the phone, but I know there is one. Sometimes it's at the top. Sometimes it's in the lines, you know, the menu lines. But on the computer, it's right there. All right, there we go. We've got our pretty daisy. Now, this is what I said. This is a surprise layer. So when you open the card, you have this layer right here, okay? And so we're going to adhere our daisy right there. All right, so let me just dab a couple of dabs of glue, not very much. Don't want it to squish out. But I don't want it to get bent either. There we go. And I have it hanging off the edge. I know it's hard to tell with the paper back there. There we go. So then when they open it, it's like that. Isn't that fun? Yay. Now, we need a place to write. So we do need to put a piece here, right there, and we're done. That's it. That's all there is to this fun fold. So you can make a whole bunch of these. And of course, if you have a die, if you have a stamp set you're using that has a die, you'll get your image cut out faster. But there we go. Yay. Okay, ta-da. Now, if you wanted to decorate it more, like I did notice we had a second daisy stamp set that's still available, and it's called Cheerful Daisy. This matches this paper also, and I could put like another daisy in here, or I could just make another one of these here and put it there. That would fancy it up. Some bling would fancy it up, ribbon, all other kind of things. But it's a fun fold. Yay! I love it. I hope y'all enjoyed this. And like I said, the one from last week and this week will both be on your email today. It's a nice, rainy, dreary day here in Texas. So I'm staying inside and playing with all my arts and crafts. I hope you all are having plans for lots of fun crafting this weekend. Oh, and Debbie wants to know the paper. This is called Serene Love. It is specialty paper in the online exclusive. I'm pulling it out. Hold on, give me a sec. It's really beautiful paper. I used it Wednesday. I used the navy and the Lost Lagoon here, but I love this paper. It's so pretty, and you can fussy cut these flowers out. And then it's got the olive green also that I used today. So it's really beautiful paper called Serene Love. It's on sale. It's on sale also in the Last Chance section. So it comes in the 3 colors like that. I've used a lot of it. It's a regular size paper pack. You get 12 sheets, so you get 4 of each of the 3 colors. Yay. Okay, that's just not going back in there. I'll do that later. Okay. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Oh, okay, AKGAL, Akgal, AK Gal. She's not a fan of fussy cutting, but she said that I did a good job. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And Marianne says, thank you doing a birthday card today. Awesome. That's a great idea to use this for a birthday card. Yes. Yes. Double checking, make sure I didn't miss any other questions. Teresa says she is not a fan. She is spoiled with the dies. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, that's it. Thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye.